What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fignight at the Tavern. It is me, the OG Fig Kid, Thomas Montato, and coming to you with the hottest hot tag partner in the business, this guy.
What's up? It's me. It's good old Mike B. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another stellar edition of Fignight right here at the Turnbuckle Tavern.
That's it, man. I mean, it looks good. Hopefully, I'm clear tonight. I don't hear any humming coming from your end. We got all the kinks of 2024 out of the way. We have a great show for you tonight. We have Mr. Michael Kanik coming to join us again. So many reveals this past weekend at the Major Pod live show.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm super excited.
Big rubber guy that was announced that I'm super excited for.
There was a bunch of random things that were super announced that I'm super excited about. I'm spoiler alert. I'm buying my first set of Bendies.
Wow.
Well, since the Danhausen
ones. Here we got Sam D in the house. We got our buddy Tyson. What's up, Tyson? TNT baby. Baby, guys. I know. Actually, Tyson and Sam have both joined the Patreon. And Sam, your package will be shipping out tomorrow. So
I heard you got a nice package for Sam.
Oh. Anyway,
I hope so.
Moving on. Guys, have you joined the Patreon yet? Here it is. In case you haven't, here's the information. Go to theturnbuckletavern.com if you haven't done so already, and follow us everywhere. We have a brand new website up there. It's being worked on. It's being improved. We have an app coming soon. Check it out. Join the Patreon. It's only $2.99. We're all hanging out in a Facebook group. It is banging in there.
You said banging.
I did. I don't know.
You might as well say yeah and yeet.
Yeah. Oh, I'll never say yeet.
You just did. No, I tricked you. You said yeet. It was good. We won. No, but guys, the Patreon is slapping. Please go check it out. See, I just said slapping. Who the hell says slapping? Patreon is rocking and rolling. Guys, we have an awesome, we're going to have an exclusive figure post there every week. We're going to do it every Wednesday. It's going to be Wrestling Figure Wednesday over at the Patreon at the Turnbuckle Tavern. So you get to see exclusive toy posts by me, by Tom, by everybody.
Maybe we'll do some bonus pods on Wrestling Figures just for Patreon members that will go with Wrestling Figure Wednesday.
I like it.
How does that sound? And it is storming here terribly, so if it affects my internet connection, I am sorry. We're supposed to be getting 60-mile-per-hour winds and like 4 inches of rain tonight, so...
It's like 2 inches of rain?
What?
So like 2 inches of rain?
I hope.
Well, you're exaggerating. No.
Because, well, I mean, when we had the rain... Actually, we were filming the debate live during Ida when my ceiling collapsed and then water started coming up from under the ground in my basement.
I remember that.
Thought for the debate that I was actually down here, I would have never known, and my basement could have been flooded. So it actually was great that it happened during that time.
Good little happy miracles, happy accidents. That's what I like to call them.
I like it. Mike, I got some news. Are you ready?
I am so ready to do the news with you. I think...
And now to figure news.
With everything, oh my God, you played the thing. I was still talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, why are you going to cut me off like that? Oh, Nova Scotia.
Dude, I hope yours is going to be snow, because if you're getting snow out of this storm, we're getting rain right now, but it's pouring. It's going to be a lot of snow if this is snow. Yeah, we have snow on the ground right now from the other day. It stinks.
We're just getting snow.
Oh, I hate the snow.
It's the first time it's snowed since October here.
I'm ready to move where there's no cold and no snow. I'm just done with it all.
What about you? Need Adam Cold.
Adam Cold, baby.
Oh, I heard if you go to WWE, hell freezes over.
It is true. I've heard.
So I think you'll be okay if you do that.
Yeah, I haven't even seen Raw from last night to see the promo. I heard it was really good, but to see it.
Tony's going crazy on Twitter right now, so I'm super excited about that.
Need their phones taken away. Oh my God! But Mike, What's first up in the news?
Oh my goodness! Speaking of news, first off, I'm no spoilers because I know you guys are waiting on your crate still. I know Tom's waiting on his crate, but I got another Chase micro brawler.
This guy's a Chase magnet.
I didn't even know. I had no idea the box was coming. First and foremost, I haven't seen any spoilers about it online. Usually, you get like the little blur, like some of the spoilers website will pop it up and be like, "Oh, we got the crate early." But man, I got the Chase. I'm super happy about it.
We have both been a member, I think, of the AEW crate since it first started. I haven't gotten one Chase, and you get like every Chase.
I got every single Chase. I'm over it. I wanted for this one. I was like, I texted you. I was like, I need to know what the regular one looks like because I got the Thunder Rosa Chase a few months ago. I need to get the regular Thunder Rosa. I'm struggling over here.
I don't know it for you guys either, but I do know who it is.
It's cool. It's a great Chase. Great crate, by the way.
I love
the AEW crate is so awesome. Two awesome shirts.
Dude, the shirt. So first of all, I got one of my favorite shirts ever, the dog collar CM Punk match shirt. I love it.
So good.
Good shirts in there. Like definitely, like we should do give the people a week, and how about next week we go over what was in the crate?
I'm so down because hopefully your crate will be here by then.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
Let's do that next week for AEW Crate Day.
Yeah, AEW Crate Day next Tuesday night on Fignight. So.
And before we get into the first story, can I tell you what happened?
Sure.
So Christmas Danhausen Pro Wrestling Tees crate, right? I really want to have the complete Danhausen collection as much as I can. So I ordered my first Pro Wrestling Tees crate in December. I get the Christmas Danhausen. Totally forget I bought Pro Wrestling Tees crate. It renewed. I was like, oh, well, it looks like I'm getting another one.
That's how they get you, right?
Happy accidents, man. Happy accidents.
Well,
but
something good, huh?
I hope so. Listen, the last one was great. I hope this one's just as good.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I'm here for it. But yeah, oh yes, he did make it. Tell him
just in time.
Just in time.
We're just about to start the news. OFG.
I was. That's why I was telling stories. Story time with Mike Belcaster because I was waiting for OFG to get here. But
Mike Belcaster, baby.
Oh,
gonna do that. You can have it.
Speaking of micro brawlers, top story of the day, we have the AEW Adam Cole / The Devil micro brawler launches tomorrow on Shop AEW. Available for 1 week only. Look at this bad boy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it comes with.
I think I would have preferred him holding a mask.
Yeah, if you had it like that, yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe it would have been better if he was in like the Christian gear with the turtleneck, holding the mask.
We already got it. Don't we have an MJF as the Devil micro?
We do. He's now he's up here somewhere, but he's behind the Devil's behind Adam Cole on the selection. It's good shit. But yeah, guys, this looks awesome.
Our friend Extra Cooler has been designing a lot of these micro brawlers lately. I wonder if he did this one.
I gotta get in his ear, talk to him a little bit because the hand would have been nice. But no, this is great, and I'm loving them. So super, super awesome. Can't wait to get this. Starts tomorrow, January 10th until the 17th, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. You guys know the drill. If you want your Adam Cole micro brawler, the Devil, head on over to shopaew.com tomorrow.
All right.
I like it.
All right. What do we got next, Mike?
Ooh, I'm feeling. Hold on, I think I'm feeling the bang, brother, because we have a brand new DDP retro style figure coming out. Diamond Dallas Page, baby, cloth T-shirt, rocking his famous WCW gear, and he does the signature diamond cutter pose, bro. Bang!
Multiple hands, because if you look at the picture, those are not the DDP hands. But if you look at the little pictures, he has hands, so he must be coming with extra hands, which is, I think, the first time I've seen that in a retro.
I'm so here for it, and just like Sam D just said, not a retro guy, but this looks awesome. Obviously, I am a retro guy. You're a retro guy. We're all retro guys, but this looks so good. How can you pass this up? One of the best DDP scans, I think, done on the face, and it's going to fit right in with our collections. How can we not have this there?
Yeah, I mean, it looks
so
great.
good.
It really, really looks great. So
I can't wait to get this, put it next to my Zombie Sailor Raven, and see the famous U.S. title debauchery going on here. But it's so good, so good. I absolutely love it. Make sure you guys keep an eye out. Epic Toys, they're rocking stuff out. It's so good. What do we got here? Ooh,
One more
Speaking of
bit
retros, speaking of awesome stuff, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, the Heels and Faces One Man Gang officially drops. One Man Gang in hand, immediate shipping. You're not waiting 2 months. You're not waiting 6 months. You're not waiting a year. He's coming right away.
Cool. You want to check this
So
out.
good.
These faces are great. Some of the best retros out there. No, not some of the best retros out there. What am I saying? They are the best. So
Yeah. That's awesome. I think soft goods denim jacket. I mean, this looks phenomenal. Cannot wait to get this in hand. It's so awesome. Did you order yours?
I will be ordering mine.
I will be ordering mine too. I did not order mine. It's the first time that I have not ordered mine yet. But I'm super pumped. Can't wait.
One more quick bit of news, and then we're going to have our guests come in.
Yes. Oh, let's go for it. Steve Ozer has announced 2 more Hulk Hogan figures, brother, are on the Legends line this year to help celebrate the 40th anniversary of Hulkamania, brother. So make sure you take your vitamins, say your prayers, and get ready to rumble, man. This is gonna be awesome. I'm super pumped for more Hogan figures, dude.
That's what I hope for.
Me too, man. Oh, I want so much. There's I don't know how, but there's still so many Hogans left to make.
Oh my gosh! You ready to bring our guest in?
I'm ready. You ready?
Let's go.
I got something for you this time. I got a guy I want to talk to.
Welcome back to the show, Mr. Mike Kanik. How are you doing, buddy? You're fresh off of a trip from Florida. How's it going?
I'm shaking, but I think it's the wrong type of shaking right now. I'm exhausted. I've been sleeping in Elsa's igloo castle for the last few days. So with heavy drinking and partying and working and sleeping like dog shit. And I already don't sleep, but it's just the little hours I do sleep and mixing it in with a kid's frozen bed that it was legit a bed shaped as a castle that you had to go into very tightly and lay in, and
Well,
I'm doing what I can.
It's okay. We appreciate you. I'm so glad you were able to make it. I mean, you just had a hell of a weekend. You had the Major Wrestling Figure Pod live going down in Florida. Obviously, an awesome time. You had so many great big rubber guy reveals, so many bendy reveals. We're here to talk about it. We're so excited to have you here. So thank you again for your time.
Last Wednesday night, I bumped into this guy at Dynamite. Before the show. So.
Yeah, I went to go meet up with some friends from high school, and there's just a bunch of major marks all at the bar. It was pretty cool.
Hanging out with Dustin guy in the Machoverse.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I'm here. I got my Live 18 cup with Major Bendies artwork on it.
Wait a minute. Is there any extra going to be for sale?
Yeah, I just put them up right now.
Boom.
Gonna go. Wait, hold
Breaking news.
I filled it up with some liquid IV so I can stay hydrated.
IV.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah.
Awesome stuff, man. Great weekend. You guys, I mean, obviously killing it. We originally, before you did the reveals, we were just going to come here and talk about just the success of everything, how the future of everything. But I mean, you gave us a little taste over the weekend. We got some awesome reveals, but I have to jump in and talk about probably the biggest, the most major collaboration in action figure history, maybe. But we're talking Major Bendies and the View Askew universe. We're talking Clerks. We're getting Kevin Smith. We're getting Jay and Silent Bob, baby. How awesome is that? Because I have to assume you're a fan, right? You're a huge Kevin Smith guy, just a little bit.
I mean, I'm a Jersey boy who literally went to film school because he saw Clerks, and in good fashion, just like Kevin Smith, I dropped out of film school. But yeah, I actually went to film school because I saw the movie Clerks, and after a few weeks going to film school I went to Montclair State University. I had a full scholarship for film, so I guess someone thought I had talent to do that for me. Despite the shaky hands, but I just I left after a few weeks. I switched my major to marketing, and thank God I did, because now I know how to market some clicks figures, and I still get to work with my hero, Kevin Smith, and I'm just really fucking excited for these. It's hopefully the goal is to do all of the characters from his universe that are available with the license. I'm really excited. Just once again, I'm a Jersey boy, right? Like, there's two things you do when you're a Jersey boy: you listen to Bruce Springsteen, and you watch all of Kevin Smith movies.
Absolutely, man. I'm a Chicago boy, and I do the same thing, so we're okay. We're still working there. I mean, this is awesome, man. Do you want to go into detail about any of the finer tunings here? Like, we're getting obviously Jay and Silent Bob. We've seen some other versions of Jay and Silent Bob. What does this feel like for you? What do you got in the brain here?
I mean, so we're going to start off with clicks because it's the 30th anniversary. We're going to try to bang those things out. And, there's things that I want to do. Like I said, I want to do them all. But we decided to go with black and white for clicks to stay true to the source. And, eventually we'll do color Jay and Silent Bob, right? But this is the ones that I felt we had to start off with, and hopefully we can do Dante and literally just everyone. I want to just, if it was up to me, we'll do all 36 and maybe 37 of the figures just all in a row.
That's awesome.
This is great, man. I love the black and white style. I love the theming here. Obviously, 30th anniversary, huge deal. But I was a big fan of the Clerks toys that came out from the cartoon version, and just preceding this. These are going to be so cool. I was telling Tom earlier, I was like, I'm definitely buying all the I love the wrestling. I'm not a bendy guy. It's just not my gimmick,
Right.
But I love Clerks so much. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, and these are definitely so out of the realm that you have to pick them up. And what does it mean to you to have a collaboration like this outside of pro wrestling? Zombies making the Bruce Lee figure, but this is Kanik's Bruce Lee, man. This is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is an independent toy company teaming up with one of the biggest independent film makers, right? I just felt like it was the perfect collaboration. He has a very popular podcast. The guys have a very popular podcast. I think there's a lot of similarity and overlap of fan bases that, we have a very large audience of customers that we can, target and say, hey, this is the new thing. And I think a lot of those people will come for it. And I think there's going to be some people who didn't know what major bendies were, and I know they haven't because I'm in the Kevin Smith group now. I can see what people are saying. They had no idea who we are, what we do, nothing, and that fan base is going to come over. We're in retail stores now. We have a distribution deal with Diamond Select, and Diamond works closely with Kevin Smith. So that's going to start opening up a lot more doors for us. I'm very excited for this partnership and seeing where it takes us. It's someone had mentioned earlier, don't you think we're 15 years too late? I'm like, no, I think because of the internet, this is a perfect time, right? There's no such thing as being too late now.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
going to be dropping any time now, right? Clerks 2 is about to come out.
No, we're past Clerks 2. Maybe we got an anniversary for Clerks 2 coming up. Mallrats, there we go. Mallrats 2, yes.
Yeah, so right now we're in the Clerks 30th anniversary. next year will be Molvat's 30th anniversary, and
Wow.
those are like two of my favorite movies. I I legit have a tattoo of the comic book code on my arm, and I got it because I was watching Molvets, and I was like, "Fuck, I need to get that shit."
I love it, man. So cool. I mean, this is crazy. I couldn't tell you how big I popped when I seen the Kevin Smith, Instagram post. Like, hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin Smith. You definitely got to get him a Major Bendies hat, but it says Major Bendies on the the backwards brim, so he can pop it off and wear it. But it's so cool, man. I mean, he is a legend among legends. I mean, I've grown up watching all of his movies, so I couldn't be more happier for you and more proud to be a Major Mark, man. I think this is huge for the line and for you guys, and I honestly, I mean it. I'm so happy to be just a dude on the boards, let alone, I mean, you're the guy making it, but this is awesome, man. I'm so happy for you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what was cool was, I've been talking to the guy who manages all of Kevin's stuff, and he's like, Kevin's just a fan of your products too. It's like, and I was like, fuck, like that gave me goosebumps. Jay is also a big fan of the products. I sent him the Sergeant Slaughter, the G.I. Joe packaging, and he loved it. Sent them some Kanik referees as well. So I may or may not be on Jay and Silent Bob's shelf. But yeah, it was also really cool. I didn't know the guys were gonna bring me up on stage and doing the announcement. I found out that morning while I was drinking my second energy drink for the day, and
in Elsa's castle, all this Spanish. Oh man, what's going on?
I was legit just laying by the pool, just trying to like decompress my back from Elsa's castle. And the guys are going over what they want to do for the show, and they said that I was going to go on stage, and I had no idea. But I had reached out to make sure that we had a video from Kevin promoting it and announcing it, mainly because I think this is such a odd situation. Like, it's something that no one really expected to happen.
Yeah.
Right? That I felt like if we just announced it on our own, no one would believe it. But if you have fucking Silent Bob come out and name drop Matt and myself and Joey Janela and Sergeant Slaughter, that, like, what he did was unbelievable. And we watched it together because he sent it to me, I think Friday or Saturday. And we all watched it together outside, and we all went just like nuts. Like, thought it was so cool. And I probably watched it 2 more times after that. But then when I was on stage and watched it and everyone just went nuts, I got goosebumps again. Like, I was like, I whispered to Brian, I'm like, I think we got something here.
Dude, it's awesome. I love the Bendies line. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Bendy collector, right? But I love the outreach. I love that we're getting this kind of randomness in there, and it makes it even more of a collectible. I think it's really cool that you're getting this huge collaboration, and I mean, what a better way to do it than with the VUSQ universe, because it's huge, and there's so many different movies, so many great things that you could possibly come up with of it. I mean, I can't wait for the first movies Major Bendy, like there's so many little things like that I'm so stoked for, man. So again, huge congrats. It's just awesome that you guys were able to work it out. I'm so excited for the future, man. It's so awesome.
Yeah, thanks. It's just, I think this is can we get Piss and Sunny? I do like people from Jersey, not that one. But yeah, I this is just one giant step moving forward, and we're going to be doing more stuff like this. This is
That's
why I don't have a 9 to 5 job anymore. Now my focus is major bendies, making sure that we're getting into retail, making sure the products are happening, making sure the website's working, making sure the emails. I do it all, and you know, I'm grateful that Matt and Brian just let me do my thing, and we work very well together. And TTD, Josh, and Brian Beatty. It's just, we have a very nice team of people, where we can have a lot more things coming in the future, just
That's
like
cool.
this.
I want to talk about what you just said. When you first joined a major pod group, okay,
Mhm.
you're a fan. Did you
Mhm.
ever imagine, here we are, all these years later, and you're now, this is your job?
Yeah.
Do you ever have to stop and just pinch yourself and say, is this real? Because it's amazing. It's a great story, and you deserve it for all the work you put in.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, there was a few moments over the weekend that I was just like, what is my life? How did I get here? Like it was insane. It was like it was like I'm on a roller coaster at Universal Studios holding Heath's hand and Brian's hand because they know I'm afraid of heights. And I have Matt screaming like a little girl behind me. It's insane. Yeah, it is surreal, and I'm very grateful for everything. It's insane. Just like any job, is the good times and the bad times. But this is one of the jobs that I would say 98% of the time it's all good, and it's just very rewarding to do this. I appreciate Matt and Brian. They always give me my flowers and everything, in which you don't really get anywhere else, especially at a level that they do it. And they don't even have to, because the original plan was for me not to be known as one of the owners of Major Bendies. I said, let you just do it. I don't want anyone knowing I'm part of it, because I thought it was just a side gig that I was going to have, and I was going to still have my 9 to 5 job. And I was afraid of losing that. But yeah, I'm very grateful for how everything came out. I get to make Andre the Giant now.
Beautiful.
I get to make Ric Flair the star of Iron Claw.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
That was a bad Ric Flair in that movie.
Update on the next set of big rubber guys is shipping.
They already shipped from. So we had Marty Jannetty, Ric Flair, and Sergeant Slaughter. They shipped from the warehouse, from the factory. So we should have them like in about 3 weeks. Hopefully, if everything goes smoothly. Once again, it's sometimes shit happens where it's like it gets stuck in customs. So like, it's in the U.S., right, and it takes about 3 weeks for it to get here from China.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 or 3 weeks. And it'll sit at the port for customs, and it just sits there for weeks. It's very strange. I don't think anyone knows what happens, really.
It's a different world over there.
Me and TTD were talking about this because TTD, this is his full-time job now too. And I don't have any experience making toys. He doesn't have any experience making toys. We're probably just both winging it, and we're winging it pretty well. We're fooling people because we have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. I got you fooled. But yeah, so like I really don't understand what's going on with the customs thing. Sometimes it shows, and sometimes it takes weeks.
Hell yeah.
This comment
Yeah.
is my sentiment exactly. Because I grew up an LJN kid.
Yeah.
I never imagined in 2024 I'd be getting brand new figures identical ends. I'm so excited because I saw the announcement of a Magnum TA and that Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh my goodness.
They both look amazing, but I'm getting a Magnum TA, LJN, BRG, and it looks amazing. Like, that's a missing piece of my collection. I'm so glad. Are we going to be getting more missing pieces of our collection now going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, look, I'm on the message boards just like everyone else. I read all the comments. I'm in a lot of the fan groups on Facebook. So I know what people want. I know what's achievable and I know what's not. It's just, look, you don't build a brand by putting out Bad News Brown as a first guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You need demolition. You need demolition. You need the Macho Man. You need the Andre the Giant, because that's how you're gonna build your fan base. Because those are like the more marketable people, right? And then when you build that audience, then you can bring in the Bad News Browns. You can bring in the Berserkers. You could bring in all those people. None of those guys are signed yet, but I'm
He's making a point, all right?
I don't want to read on the message board. Kanik said this, and then I got a phone call from Matt saying, "What the fuck are you saying?"
He's just naming guys we all want. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
But so Demolition comes out, and people like take notice. Like, oh my god, these are amazing. People who didn't know they were out see them. Have you noticed a steady build? I think we're up to Series 6 now, right? Is Hacksaw and was that Series 5?
I have no idea what series we're up to, I'll be honest. I think it's Series 6. But, so it's funny. Matt and Brian were the test dummies.
Right.
So, we tested out Series 1 with Matt and Brian just so that if it fails, at least we got Matt and Brian. They're the owners of the company. I'll be honest, the sales were good, but they weren't great.
Yeah.
But I said, I think we have something here. It's just, it's Matt and Brian. Let's focus on what people really want that collect the LJN figures, right? Not saying people don't want Matt and Brian, you know what I mean. But so we did the demolition, and it was just, and people didn't really even have these in hand yet, I think, when we did the pre-order for demolition, and it went almost, it was more than double in sales.
Wow.
Right off the back, and I was like, okay, we got this. And I think people may have still not have received their figures when we did the pre-orders for Series 3, and I think a lot of people were hesitant about ordering it. The sales for Series 3 went down.
Wow.
And I think those are the bigger names. You got the Wixler, you got the Sergeant Slaughter, Marty Jannetty. So I think Series 3 is going to be one of the rarest series. If you see what the sales are going for right now on Demolition on eBay,
yes, I've loved
I think you're gonna see those figures being in that price range or higher. But then I think once people saw what they are and held Demolition in their hand, held the Matt and Brian in their hand, the pre-orders have gone back up. Going back to what Demolition were, and even higher than that.
Wow.
So I think we're in a position now where we can kind of understand where the demand is for these figures and start doing in stock figures.
Nice.
So we're gonna start pushing in stock figures. We want to also build a catalog of figures that people can go on a website and just order, and have it the next day. Well, not the next day. Relax.
Close
Not
enough.
Amazon.
Yeah. You're only one man, man. I wouldn't expect the next day, unless I really padded the loaf. I wouldn't expect the next day.
I mean, I've also been doing production, customer service, emails, website management, licensing, and I've packed every single major Bendy order, wholesale and retail, all on my own. And I could do up to like 200 orders in a day on my own.
and slept in Arendelle for a weekend. I mean, you've done it all. It's amazing, man. I do want to, before we get more into the reveals and stuff like that, is there any universe out there that is like a Kanik dream to have? Like, is there something like same thing with the Silent Bob, same thing with anything? And before you answer that, I do want to say this is my favorite. I would love it. Absolutely. Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
It's there for a reason.
I couldn't even imagine how crazy you would go on a Power Rangers line. It would be so sweet.
Wow. You're proving dreams come true. So
yeah, the details on the putty guys, like I'm already here for.
There's just so many things I would do with the putty guys, just the main roster of Power Rangers, the Zords. Dude, I would have a field day. I would not do wrestling. Like, I would hire someone else to handle wrestling. Just leave me alone and in my cave, my Elsa castle. I'll handle Power Rangers all fucking day.
We're gonna get big rubber Zoids instead of big rubber guys. It's like that's where the future is. I'm here for it. I'm all right for it, man. But I did want to say, holy shit on the Magnum TA and the Hacksaw. The likenesses is. Yeah. So good, so beautiful, man. Like, I probably one of the best big rubber guy sets I've seen. I really mean that. Like, the Ric Flair blew me away, the Andre blew me away, but I mean, so good, dude. It's so awesome.
Thank you. That's all Brian Beatty, who's he's a fucking tour master legend. Who we're very grateful to be working with him. He was just a fan of our products and came to us and asked, "Hey, thank you." He was just a fan of our products and came to us and asked if he could sculpt for us. And it's
That's awesome.
Wow.
Well, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah. Like, Jordan shows up and he's like, "You want to play ball for a bit?" You're like, "Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna finish this." Like, okay, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm all right.
I think I would actually rather go gambling, drinking, and eating McDonald's with Michael Jordan than playing basketball with him.
It'd probably be a blast,
right? Because I know I'm gonna suck at basketball.
Yeah, but you could fuck up a Big Mac, right? Like that.
I could fuck up a Big Mac, and I think I could probably out-gamble Michael Jordan.
I've been in a casino with Michael Jordan playing blackjack in Lake Tahoe about 20 years ago during the celebrity golf tournament. So
shit,
it's wild.
Yeah.
I live in the same city he does, and I haven't seen him more than once.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
I just have a lot of his sneakers. I have a lot of his sneakers. That's as close as I get to him.
He's got nice sneakers though. It's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit more of the announcements that were made this weekend. What are these the 5-inch vinyl figures? Let's talk about that. Are they?
That's just, I don't know who wrote that. That was a mistake.
Oh, okay. Is this just Bendies or is this something new? Okay, so
it's just Bendies, and I had made a comment saying who wrote that, please remove it, and no one removed it, and then I think Matt might have gotten tagged in a bunch of stuff, and he was like, "Remove it now, guy." It's not vinyl.
Okay, it
It's rubber
confused
figures.
me. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what is this just a Bendies? I thought,
Yeah.
okay,
He was
so-
texting me this afternoon. He's like, I'm freaking out. I don't know what the hell these 5-inch things are. I was like, maybe they're like micro brawlers. I don't fucking know. Like, let's figure it out.
They're just Bendies. We haven't changed anything yet.
All right, nothing to panic about, nothing to worry
Yeah.
about. We're doing good. Oh my god, marvelous, Mark Merrow. I'm not even a big Mark Merrow fan, but this looks so great. Like, it's got the Attitude Era vibe going on with it. It's so awesome. It's missing a beautiful sable next to him, but I mean, this is the next best thing. It looks so cool.
Yeah. So there's a cool story about this is Mark Merrow now goes to schools and talks about his life to inspire kids and keep them away from drugs and gangs and all that stuff. And my roommate from college, who's one of my bestest friends in the world, his name is Mike, and he calls me. He's like, "There's a wrestler coming to our school. I don't know who it is. Do you just want to like come by?" And I'm like, "A wrestler?" And I'm like, "What's he gonna do?" And he's like, "He's gonna motivate the kids." And I'm like, "It's fucking Mark Merrow, the dumbass." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Mike Merrow. That's what he does now." And he got. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without sounding like a cocky asshole, but I'm somewhat of like a hometown celebrity, because of I used to be a very smart kid in school. Then I met alcohol and wrestlers, and my life went downhill.
It's not an unfamiliar story, no.
Yeah, but it's like there was always the Kanik brothers, and we were always like the ones with the interesting lifestyles but always like getting straight A's and doing cool science stuff, and we were always in the newspapers. And then our mom had also works in the school district, so normally these things are closed off for individuals, but my buddy goes, "Hey, I know Mike Kanik. He makes wrestling figures now. Can he come to the assembly?" And everyone else would get a no, because you can't just have an old man go into a gymnasium with a bunch of underage kids. But they're like, "Oh yeah, we know Mike Kanik. Yeah, he can come." So I went and I met Mark Merrow, and I explained what I do, and I said, "Are you interested in having a figure?" And he said, "Absolutely." We exchanged phone numbers. We spoke on the phone for like 2 hours, I think. The next day, I explained to him I actually attended the same school that he was speaking at, and how powerful his speeches were. And like, I mean, I grew up in Union City, New Jersey. It's like a very tough area. I have never seen kids in that area day.
Wow.
It was insane. He is incredible at what he does.
Yeah.
And so we were just talking, and I think he just like trusted me. I don't think he even knows that I'm associated with Matt and Brian. And I sent him the contract, and he signed it right away. And that's how that happened. And then the other signee is Butterbean.
Oh my goodness.
Who he came by the table, and he's just a figure fan himself. So he came to that table at WrestleCon, and so he's a figure fan himself, and he showed me these figures that he makes for himself to sell at his table. And I said, "Well, we could make figures for you. I would love to have you included in what we're doing." and he gave me his phone number, and we started texting and emailing, and he signed the deal like instantly.
That's awesome.
So
This might be my
it's
biggest excitement outside of the Kevin Smith shit. I love
yeah,
Butterbean, and I'm serious. Like he's what brought me into boxing as a kid. Obviously, because he was part of Brawl for All. But I mean, I started watching and following his stuff after that, and I absolutely love Butterbean. He was on Jackass, the movie,
I
and
was
like I'm so happy. Like I'm so stoked for the Butterbean Brawler. Or the Major Bendy. I'm buying it, man.
yeah. I mean, in one day we revealed a Jackass member and the whole Kevin Smith universe.
It's awesome, man. It's
Yeah,
so cool, though.
it's
That's
really
what I
cool.
mean. That range that you guys are building up right now is unprecedented. I don't think there's another company that's reaching like you guys are figure wise, and it makes me happy because I'm the guy that walks in the store and like he'll see a Quirks toy and be like, oh fuck yeah, I gotta get that. And like, but
Yeah.
I only collect wrestling guys, so. Same concept. I've seen Kevin Smith, seen the video. I've seen the guys, everybody going crazy. I'm like, you hook, line, sinkered me. Like I'm so ready to become a bendy guy now, and it's because of Butterbean and Jay and Silent Bob. It's that who'd have thought?
Yeah. I, there's people. Once again, I'm on all the message boards. I'm in all the groups, and I think there's a lot more pressure on major bendies to do well because Matt and Brian are associated, and some
Yeah,
people want to hate us just because Matt and Brian are associated with it, and that's totally
100%.
fine, right? It comes with the territory. So people will write like really nasty things sometimes, or just say, or just say it nicely, like what you just said. It's not your cup of tea, right?
Yeah,
And that's fine, right? You're not. The Beatles didn't write tunes everyone liked. They left that for the Beatles, right? That's my favorite Wayne Gold line. That's my concept of thinking. You can't please everyone, but eventually there might be something down the line that we do, and maybe you'll like that, and you'll pick that up,
yeah.
and then you could start picking up the other stuff if you want. It's totally up to you. Everyone has their own form of collecting. Sorry, the burp's now coming from the liquid IV. But yeah, it's just I think we are in a niche product line. I don't expect everyone to like everything we do. I don't expect everyone to be a completist. But hopefully one day we make something you like. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's the cool thing because like like I've been following the line since it started. I ordered the first wave, and I was just kind of like, do I need these in my collection? Do I want because I listen. I have a wife. I've got 3 kids. They don't want my shit in the
Right.
house more than I do, right? But seeing the little like even my wife watching the Kevin Smith video, and she's like, shit, like you got another one,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, like here we go, like it makes me so happy, and I knew it was gonna come down to it eventually, but not in the aspect, but I knew I was going to start collecting more and more of them. But I think that's the cool thing about it is kind of playing that game of like, do I need it? Do I now I need it and want it? Like shit. Like what am I supposed to do? So it works out great for everybody, I guess.
When I weasel myself into a Kevin Smith movie, I'm gonna just make a third bendy of myself. No one's buying it, not even my grandmother. She's just gonna call me and ask me for a free one. But I'm gonna do it.
I love it, man. Absolutely love it.
Another guy that was announced this past weekend, we got Mr. QT Marshall.
Yes, first figure ever, man. How awesome!
Yeah.
Such an honor. I love. That's one of my favorite things about the action figure community, especially with pro wrestling, is like these guys are the heroes out there. You can't show Superman his figure and have him be like, dude, that's great, because they already have a million of them. But QT Marshall, first one ever. You get to make the announcement. You can show it off to him. I mean, what an awesome thing to do. I mean, it's part of, like I said, it's one of my favorite parts of the action figure game is for wrestling especially.
Yeah. So I met QT for the first time at the live show backstage, and I must have met him at another show because he already had my phone number in his phone, and he's like, "How do I have your phone number already saved?" And I go, "I have no fucking idea." I guess I'm like, I might have met you when I was drunk. I don't know. We were just laughing about it, but QT and I spoke for a good amount of time backstage. We both, he's from Freehold, New Jersey, and
Didn't know that.
not being too far away from Union City. We had a very similar background of being a wrestling fan in New Jersey. We went to the same places, the same signings, the same stores. His grandfather would take him to the racetrack all the time. My father would take me to the racetrack all the time. So we were just laughing about like very similar childhoods. And he was such a great guy. I'm so happy that we're making a figure of him.
It's cool. Super happy to hear about it, man. I know the guy, behind the scenes. A lot of the fans don't understand it, but the guy's a workhorse, right? There would be a lot less good wrestling on TV if it wasn't for QT Marshall rocking his shit out in the back. But it's awesome, man. And you are the third company to ever have the Nightmare logo on an action figure. How awesome is that, man?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's so cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Did Matt say that on the stage?
No, I seen the trunks and I was thinking about it, but hold on, let me get my Matt Cardona going on. We third company to have the Nightmare Factory logo on it. Thank you, Kanik. Like, so awesome, man. It's beautiful though. It really is. I'm stoked, man. I love seeing the announcements. I love seeing the hype behind the announcements. I'm glad people like QT are able to get figures. Guys like Joey Janela, girls like Allie Ketch. I mean, people like Jay and Silent Bob. I mean, getting a reboot and 30 years later, so awesome, so amazing, man. I'm still like such a sucker for all of it. And just because I don't love the Bendy line as a collector doesn't mean I'm not following it and so enthusiastic about it, because it's the best shit ever, man. Because you're breaking waves over here,
dude. I mean. Oh, yeah,
Conan! I forgot about Conan.
Conan. Yeah, so Mike came to us and pitched us this idea. It was a great idea, and we decided to work together to get this figure made, and it's really cool. We have, I was gonna say Ricky Morton. So we did the exclusive for the live show, which is now available at MajorBendies.com. We have some left over because I didn't bring everything over there. I do that on purpose so that you could go to the live show. If you attend, you can buy it and get it signed there on the spot. And then, as an incentive for being there, you get free Major Bendy bag, the backpack, the drawstring bag, not a backpack, it's a drawstring bag, and you get your figure signed right there on the spot. You can go meet Ricky Morton. But I wanted to have extras for the website, so if you can't attend, you still have a fair chance of getting the figure and not have to pay the third-party prices. Because I'm a collector myself. I know the situation. Not everyone can go to Orlando, but if you want this figure, you should be able to have some sort of access to a fair chance. So I put some aside for the website, and quantities on those are low already. So yeah, Ricky told me how happy he was about the figure, and there hasn't really been a Ricky figure in how long? A Jax figure wasn't really a Jax figure.
Well, I mean, they had problems with the hair and everything like that. So he didn't get a really perfect release ever. I don't think. I think you guys are delivering.
So he said he held the exclusive, and he goes, "This is my favorite. This is the one I really like." And I think every 10 minutes throughout the day, he kept on asking, "You're going to be sending me some of these, right? You're going to be sending me some," because he loved it so much. And I gave him, a stack of cards and stuff for him, and he's just really appreciative of everything. And that's something. That's a good feeling you have, right? Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
just when they're so grateful for it, because he's been in the business for how long, and he doesn't have really any figures.
Yeah.
And a big rubber guy.
And he was just so happy and appreciative of it, and he was so nice to me. And
I love it.
I got this frame today, and I'm going to tell everyone he's my grandfather. Put it in my house.
Dude, he's such a great dude though, and like just to hear that story, it makes me appreciate it even more. Like he's a damn legend, man. You're talking Rock and Roll Express, is Ricky Morton, man. Just amazing, good stuff. It makes me happy for you guys. Like again, like I'm here for the whole outside vibe. I love seeing stuff like this. Like these are the stories I love to hear, because it's important to the talent, it's important to you, and what a moment that you guys get to share together. Like, yeah, I get to make this for you, and you get to experience like the best shit ever, man.
Yeah, and I have stories like that with not with everyone, but almost everyone coming up to me and being so grateful for getting our figure through Major Bendies, and there's people who've had a dozen figures with all these companies like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and he was just so nice and grateful that he doesn't have a Legends deal anymore, and he could still have figures outside of the WWE. We're giving people another avenue, and we're paying them probably more than they would anywhere else, because Matt and Brian know what these guys are getting, right?
Yeah.
So we can be competitive in that aspect, and they're just so grateful when they get a royalty check. Like, there's some people you hand them a check and they like their eyes open, and they just quickly give you a hug, because they don't want to be taking bumps.
Yeah.
and I probably paid them a couple months of bookings all in one shot.
It's so true, because these guys wrestled how many years ago, where the money, they're not making the money they were then that they could now. So you're giving them like new life, because not only do they make money off the figures, but then they go do the signings and they get to meet the fans. It's such an awesome experience for everyone all around, because then guys like me get to go and meet them and thank them for everything they've done for us. It's just such a great experience, and you're adding to that. So I think it's amazing. That's why, like I said, the big rubber guys, I'm a major bendy guy. I love it all. So I love that we're getting figures of these people we wouldn't otherwise be getting. So it's 2024. Huge announcements already this year, with the live show this past weekend. What else, like, not asking for details, but any more surprises planned? Like, what can we look forward for throughout the year? Any more new lines, or are we going to stick with just the bendies and the big rubber guys for now? Give us a little tease.
There's a lot of things that I would like to do. There's a lot of things that I'm already working on.
A 5-inch vinyl line. No.
There's just a lot of things that I'm doing and working, and I think 2024 is going to be a very big year for Major Bendies. I know that's like a cliche thing to say when you're an owner of a company, right? Every time I had a boss who said that, I wanted to punch them in the face, and now I've become that guy.
It's kind of hard not to going to be a big year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a big year. We have, you know, we're not stopping with major bendies. We're not stopping with big rubber guys. We have more people coming that we're signing. I'm looking at other licenses to obtain. The good thing is, I've come from uh, I came from a marketing agency, a Fortune 500 marketing agency. I worked at Eagle Moss and Zavvi, two major collectible companies. I have a Rolodex of people that I can call now. People like me. For some reason, I don't know why, but I'm a very friendly and honest guy. I can have fun at the bars. I can do all this shit. But when time comes to work, I put my 110% into it. So a lot of these people are trusting me, and I don't want to let them down. So I I still have all these connections with people that I can call, and they're willing to work with me still. After
And did you know, right in the closet right over here, I have every Eagle Moss statue that you guys made, along with the ring, with the little ring piece that you got when you got them all. So I guess I've been
yeah,
a distributor for a long time then. So.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I recently was moving boxes of Bendies, and I had all the Eagle Moss statues, and I think 80% of them got knocked down and
No.
shattered.
Oh.
and I go, at least it wasn't my major Bendies.
Yeah.
They were fun too because what was it? Every month you were getting 2 in the mail. To me, like that's
Yeah.
stuff. Like I love that, and they were a fun line at the time. I loved it. So
Yeah, it was something cool. A piece of me was a little upset that I couldn't build it more the way I wanted it to. But I think that was actually the motivation I needed to start this.
Yeah.
okay.
So at the time, I was a little frustrated, and now looking back at it, I'm very grateful for the time and the experience I had there. The people I've met. If it wasn't for Eagle Moss, I would have never met Matt and Brian in the way I did. And Steve Jobs had a quote in a speech. He said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward." So that's something I always look at. Like, something may not be working right now, but it may work in the future. That little hiccup might cite something later on. So
Yeah.
Look where you are
just
now.
always try to be positive, right? Yeah.
Happy accidents. We love happy accidents here, man.
And clouds and skies.
All of it. We'll take it in as much as we can.
Yeah.
So like every time you're on a show, we wound up talking about food. Any new food recommendations in the area that I should be checking out?
Food recommendations
Ooh.
in the area. New food recommendations. What have I had recently? I don't know if I've had any new places. Did I mention the Italian deli by me, Kumo and Sons?
I think so. Yeah. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I just found a sandwich shop by me, which is rated. I've lived here for 15 years now. 2 miles from my house is one of the top-rated sandwich shops in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
They have fresh mozzarella on the sandwiches. They're amazing. Oh, so like, good sandwich shop. I love it. And I went to that pizzeria in Manhattan that you told me
Oh,
about.
is that ours?
Oh,
Yeah, that's so good, right?
amazing.
I actually, I text my friend. We were talking. I was like, I really need pizza after this weekend because I've just been eating steaks with the fucking guys. Matt is trying to get me on this like health plan where he wants me fit. But so I was like texting like I really need pizza. I think we need to go to Lazara's, and she's like, I'm going to Australia. I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to Mexico.
Oh, it's the best, man.
I'm thinking, I've just been really eating at the same few places because I've been so busy.
It's sometimes the routine's the best way to go about it, man. Because that's where I'm at with it. Because if I find something I like to go there like 2 or 3 times that week. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
then they get put on the list of like, oh, I really like them. I'm gonna order them once a week kind of deal, or like they.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you get in your habits, man, you can't really complain.
Yeah.
So
As long as they're tasty.
this is a funny story. I went to that sandwich shop today, and the sandwich I ordered was called "How You Doing." So I said to the guy, "I would like a how you doing." He goes, "What do you want?" I go, "How you doing?" And all of a sudden, everybody who worked there yells back at me, "How you doing?" Cool little Italian place, and it was an amazing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I sent Mike a picture of it today.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal, man. I'm jealous. I got some. I don't get good sandwiches here, man.
I'm from New York, my area. I didn't like. I'm used to good sandwiches living in New York. I moved out here, Jersey. There is no good sandwich shops, and then I find out this place is 2 minutes from my house. They actually get Boar's Head. Like, there's no Boar's Head around me except for this place. So,
There's good sandwiches shops all over New Jersey. You just need to
Get an
find the
adventure,
one.
Tom.
Not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
not until I found out about this one called Two Brothers
Uh,
Ravioli. Just amazing, so good. But man,
Yeah.
thank you so much for spending another hour with us. It's always fun
Yeah, man.
learning like
Oh,
the
no
work
problem.
you're doing. It's amazing. Like, and I notice with each line, things improve. Like you guys are working things out. Like, and it just gets better. Like you're not just status quo. It's like, how can we improve the package and how can we improve this? Like you guys are really knocking it out of the park. Like you all like, we know you're the heart and soul behind it, and it's just
I'm
You're
the wet
all
fart
doing
behind it.
you don't give yourself enough credit. It's just amazing
Yeah.
how it's all turning out. I love it. I love the big rubber guys. I love the major bendies. I ordered the cups, but Brian Myers was out of stock already.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of the beard, I'm telling you.
Because I was taking the last one.
Yeah.
If you find another one, let me know, and I'll.
Yeah.
With what Tom said, I do want to say congratulations, and thank you guys for giving us a different outlet of action figure collecting, because it does mean a lot to the figure community. I know it does, and Big Rubber Guys, huge success. I don't. Tom doesn't shut the fuck up about Big Rubber Guys, and I'm okay hearing about it. It's awesome, and I do appreciate you guys for all your hard work. Andre looks at that. Ric Flair is probably one of the best Ric Flair figures to ever come out.
Dude, that
For
might
real.
be the best Ric Flair ever. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm serious.
This is actually the pre-production sample. This has some errors that we had the factory make. So when the final one comes, this is going to look so much better.
It's gorgeous, man.
So if you think this is good, the next the actual product is going to be incredible. But
Yeah. I'm stoked.
yeah, just thank you guys for all the support, and thank you for always having me on. You're always kind and gracious. Just want to show these did come in today, but give me some time to ship these because I have a lot of things going on.
Ooh yeah, hold on. Ooh yeah, Major Bendies, brother, rockin' and
With
rolling.
the original artist Guy Dorian did the back of the art. This is based off of a figure that was supposed to come out but never did. This is
Wow.
probably the most expensive Bendy to fucking produce. We might have lost money on it because I might have done some math wrong, but
It's amazing
the
though.
deco
Holy
that's on
shit!
this is
Yeah.
insane,
I was just gonna say,
and
that's people just have to see it, and you're gonna sell more of other bendies because of that. So
Yeah.
yes, that's how I see
Phenomenal.
everything. Like there's things that we've done in the past that we're not gonna make money on, but I know it's just so cool that we have to do it.
It's amazing, man. I'm stoked. A huge Macho Man mark. I think it's one of the best produced Macho Man figures to date, man. It's amazing. The deco on it is insane. I love the back of the card, and Tom's sweating over here.
can't wait. He's teasing me. I have all my big rubber guys like displayed when you walk down to my basement. It's the first thing you see now.
That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank
best,
you,
man.
dude. Again, thank you for your time. We're gonna have you back again. We love having you on. You're such a fun guy. I'll be
Thank you.
seeing you at a WrestleMania weekend at the live event. I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll
Yeah.
be there.
I'll hopefully be
around.
there.
I'll probably be walking around drunk with Marty Jannetty, spending our big rubber guy money.
Yeah. When I bump into you, beers on me.
Thanks, man.
Just as a thank you for everything you do. We love you guys. I guess
Thank
that's
you.
it, guys. Thank you for joining us again. Until next week, guys. For Mike, for Tom, thank you so much. Kanik, we will see you all next week.
Reach for the sky, boy.